Hello, thank you so much for tuning into Natalie Levin Astrology. 2000, it's July 13th, 2020, and I would love to tell you about the energies that we're working with today and for the next few days on our planet Earth. Right now we have the moon at 28 degrees. The moon is our inner world and our emotional world, and it is in impulsive and fiery and angry Aries, and also get things done Aries, and it's also in it's challenging, a challenging conversation with Saturn, which is structure and limits, at 29 degrees of Capricorn. And what this says to me is you might be feeling like you want to get up and go and do a whole bunch of things and get a bunch of things done today. And you might hit limits or stops or pauses. It also could be helpful in terms of feeling like, okay, this is the way I want to do this. This is the structure today of how I want to do this. Now, do keep in mind that because the moon is in Aries and we also have Mars in Aries, you might be feeling extra in contact with your anger. Mars is anger, Mars is feisty, Mars is the warrior, Mars is the martial. So I would invite you to know that, I'm going to say this a few times during this video, to really easy does it in terms of how you think about communicating communicating with others. The moon is also talking too loudly our collective consciousness. Our collective consciousness is in Gemini, our north node. It's at 28 degrees of Gemini. So with that happening, the moon is talking loudly to our collective consciousness, and I imagine that your emotional world might become extra infused, as someone that I enjoy reading, Sibel Clemens, she's on Facebook. She talks about the morphic field, that you might get actually swept away very easily by the morphic field of everybody. So know that if you are on social media a lot or you're watching the news, you might actually get extra influenced by the morphic field in a way that you don't even know is happening. Something else, there's so much happening right now. We have Mars, which is quick to anger. Mars is in Aries, it's his favorite sign. It's quick to anger, it's very reactive, it is impulsive, and he is sitting with Chiron, which is our collective wounding, our collective childhood wounding as a species. So we can even go back to super duper ancestral wounding. And our anger collectively is really up around that ancestral wounding. Our anger, our reactivity, our feeling like we want something to happen now to make it better, like now, now, now. So with that energy, my invitation to you is really to wait, and I'm going to say again, 3 days before reacting or writing or responding to something that someone has written on the internet, for example, or in your family of origin. We are in the sun is in the sign of Cancer right now, and Cancer is the energy of family of origin. So you might be having things coming up around your family of origin that make you want to react and yell and scream and have a big fit. And again, my invitation is to wait if you can and allow it to soften and see what more is revealed, because these are very, very intensely reactive and expressive energies, not necessarily in the way that you would choose to express yourself. So what would it feel like to wait? I know that some of you are saying, I don't really like that 3 days thing. So I invite you to take what you like and leave the rest about what I'm saying. I am unattached to whether or not you actually do what I'm saying. We have a whole bunch of planets retrograde. Mercury is not retrograde anymore, but he's in Cancer, and with Mercury in Cancer, it's very sensitive, and it's hard for people to communicate clearly what they need and want. Mercury in Cancer is the crab, and he goes sideways, and he goes inside his shell. And Mercury in water isn't able to find the words easily. So again, maybe you can write something today and not actually post it or not actually send it. See what it feels like to let it sit and breathe. We have Mars in Aries for the next 6 months, so that's a lot of reactive energy for 6 months. So just for today, I invite you to sit and breathe and do something that is caring for yourself. I am booked now through the middle of August for astrology sessions, and if you'd like to get on my schedule, please write to me and we can figure out a time when we can work on your chart together. These energies are hitting your chart differently than the full collective. I'm speaking for the collective. I'm so thrilled you are here with me. I invite you to stay in your body, stay incarnate. These are really intense times, and I'm grateful that you chose to incarnate with me. Okay, I hope you take care of your beautiful, precious self. Thank you.